So y'all already know, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So the next part of the show, we got news with my man's Anton Daniels. So we about to get cracking with that. Um, so what's going on over here? Tesla. I know y'all heard about the whole situation where Tesla has been getting bombed and all like that, right? Where somebody then came in, threw a cocktail in one of the Teslas, shot at the Tesla, like literally like straight guns, pow, 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 and the Teslas and all like that, right? Why they caught one of the dudes? We talking major crash out, but it's politically related though. But the crazy part is somebody put a battery in my man's back, sent him out into the world. Well, not necessarily sent him out, but he chose to go out like a dumbass and he got caught. He got caught. Let's get into it.
Tesla arson suspect was arrested and is now facing, hear me out here. Hear me out here. This may hurt a little bit. But we got to say it. Upwards of almost 20 years in prison.
Dog about to do 2 decades. He about to do a 20 ball. A 20 ball because he mad.
Let me say that again for the back. Upwards of over 20, not 20 seconds, not 20 hours, not 20 days, 20 years.
Could you imagine that?
20 years in prison. Absolutely, positively crazy, man. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. We're going to look at this from a couple different lenses. Check it out.
The self-righteous mob that's cheering you on today to commit acts of violence on their behalf will leave you high and dry and forget about you tomorrow. And at the end of the day, you and you alone will be held responsible and face the prospect of a lengthy prison sentence.
Facts.
A strongly worded message from the local FBI today following the arrest of the person accused of firebombing this local Tesla service center last Tuesday. 36-year-old Paul Kim is now facing local and federal charges.
Police arrested him yesterday. He appeared in a federal court this afternoon, and that's where he was charged federally with arson.
Bro, look at these charges. You got 3 counts of arson, 3 counts of all unlawful possession of explosive or incendiary devices, 4 counts of destroying property, 5 counts of discharging into a vehicle or structure. Dog got real life charges. And he, like, bro, you about to do 20 years because you wanted to shoot up and blow up a goddamn Tesla car. Like, you got to be stupid. Like, what was the point? I can see if my man was getting paid to do it. If he got paid, like, I don't know, what's a good amount to do 20 years? Because I can't justify no 20-year bid. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, my family. The only way I think I could justify doing 20 years if it was like, I don't know, I got 2 million per year. And I could have like conjugal visits too. Like, that got to be a part of it. But then I don't know. That's still a hard one for me. 2 million a year. Would y'all do 20 years for $2 million a year? Honestly, do you think you could do it?
Arson and having an unregistered firearm. He's also locally been charged with 3rd-degree arson, property destruction, shooting a gun into a vehicle or structure, and possession of explosive or flammable device.
Now, when you see these charges, I want y'all to also remember something, that this is just charges from the local municipalities and the local counties that he's resided in, all right? This has nothing to do with the additional federal charges that he's going to face.
Oh, damn.
And the anticipated federal charges is supposed to be domestic terrorism, which by itself carries upwards of 20 years in prison with no chance or possibility of parole. Imagine being so indoctrinated that you got to the point to where you really thought that it was a good idea. And I told y'all, I warned y'all, I said that it was gonna happen. Listen, bro, he 30.
Hey, he better not go in front of a judge that Trump had appointed, cause you blowing up Elon stuff, and Elon is Trump man's. So yeah, and with this whole deportation thing with the foreigners and all, yeah, that wasn't a smart move, man.
36 years old. 36 years old. By the time that he possibly get out of prison, he's going to be 56 years old with a felony and federal charges.
OV, dog better leave the country. Oh no, he
That's
caught already.
Crazy. All because you didn't like, and Elon Musk is going to move on. He's probably going to have 15 more kids by 15 more women.
Yep.
Life is going to happen. Trump is going to do what he going to do. All of us, listen, in 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we will forget you. You want a prime example of that? Anybody remember Luigi Margione? Luigi Margione? Hey, how much news coverage and how many people are still talking about Luigi Margione?
Not a damn
We made
soul.
money covering it. He went out there and executed. Guess what? Nobody cares, and they're going to forget about you.
Nobody cares.
We move so fast in the technology world with news. That's why I be telling content creators a lot of times, they be getting all upset. Oh my God, they said something about me. They're going to ruin my reputation. I said, man, don't nobody care about you in 3 days. We're going to be talking about something else. And you can go right back to doing whatever it was that you was doing and build up your new community. It's a guy.
Let's fast forward.
Embarrassment and all, looking stupid, came up on the platform and went right back. Find it for y'all one day. But Paul Kim just gave himself a 20-year prison sentence for no reason.
No reason.
And next week, nobody's going to care about. Do y'all remember the guy that got arrested last week that I reported on? Y'all.
So prior to his arrest, we did hear from police today talking about just what this investigation process has looked like. It did take 8 days, a lot of different agencies involved in this. He was arrested outside of his workplace yesterday. He, again, as you mentioned, did appear in federal.
This nigga went to work. So wait. You blow up a car. Well, the one car, and then blew. Basically, another car was burned as well. You shot into all these cars, and then you just went to work the next day like nothing happened. Like, yeah, just another night out with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Just blowing some shit up. I gotta go to work the next day. Let me make sure I got my lunch.
Hey, he went back to work the next day.
Nigga tripping.
Oh
Man.
A dog burned down a Tesla service center, threw some Molotov cocktails inside of the car, drove off in his Hyundai that they now building a $21 billion plant for down in the South. And then the dude got up and brushed his teeth and went to work the next day.
Crazy, bro. Crazy work. That's all I can say.
Oh, a whole week went by. He thought he got done with it. He thought he won. Come on over here and catch these federal charges, big dog.
Court today. But one thing we are learning more about is police are looking through his social media and believe it might get them one step closer to understanding why this all happened.
There's nothing courageous or noble about firebombing private property and terrorizing your local community.
Metro Police,
crazy,
FBI
bro.
Las Vegas, and other agencies on Thursday announcing the arrest of 36-year-old Paul Kim the night before. They say he shot up and firebombed several vehicles at the Tesla Collision Center on March 18th.
It's crazy.
Police say Kim shot 2 surveillance cameras at the business when he arrived in his black Honda Elantra.
Once he finishes spray painting the words "resist" on the doors, he then approaches multiple Tesla vehicles that were parked in the front of the center. He proceeded to shoot into each vehicle and used a Molotov cocktail to set the vehicles on fire.
Yo, y'all out of y'all mind. Y'all are out of y'all rabbit minds. Y'all have really lost all control. And y'all really let TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube finesse y'all into giving your whole life away. I can't believe you just gave yourself 2 decades in prison of trying to protect yourself, probably being forced to join the gang and having protection. You thought that we was playing Splinter Cell, didn't you? You shot out the cameras, you got your Molotov cocktail, shot into the vehicle, lit it on fire, and then firebombed it. And now you got to do 20 years for domestic terrorism. You don't get a redo.
Nope.
You don't get to start over.
Nope.
Y'all really did see it through. Yo, have you ever thought about doing something that you wasn't supposed to do and say,
Hey, yo, so real quick, well, what he's saying, right? So here's one thing I always sat back and I thought about. When people do stupid stuff, right? I've always sat back and I said, I wonder if they really sat back and thought about it before they did it. And then if they didn't, right? I want you to think of this. Somebody who do something just stupid as hell, ask them why did they do it? Just ask them why. Because sometimes I really be thinking like, if I ask this person why, like, okay, what's gonna come out their mouth? Because I honestly, for like, I can't figure out why my mans will go and do some stupid shit like this. But then they got his car. It's like if you about to do some crazy shit like that, why drive your car? Like you ain't watched none of the hood movies, none of the drive-by movies, no nothing. Like you supposed to go steal another car. You feel what I'm saying? No fingerprints. Not listen, I'm not advocating for nobody to do this. I'm just simply saying they put it on the movies so I can talk about it. You steal a car, hot wire, whatever you got to do. The Kia boys been going crazy, see what the Kia boys is doing. Then go there, do what you need to do, then stab off. But then you can't wear none of your regular clothes. I ain't about to tell you like how to get away with none of this stuff, but y'all get what I'm saying. But my man drove his car there. I guarantee that's how they found him.
Saner heads prevailed and you was like, you know what? Nah, you know what? I can't do it, fam. And then you went along, and then 2 weeks from now, you remembered that you was thinking crazy, and you thought to yourself, man, I'm glad that I didn't crash out. I'm glad that I didn't crash out. Man, I'm glad that I didn't crash out. Splinter Cell was slapping. I love Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell might be one of my favorite games of all time back in the day. They messed it up with the newer versions. But what is wrong with y'all? Really did see it through, big dog.
250 people from 13 agencies part of the investigation. Sheriff Kevin McMahill says technology, including DNA, led them to Kim.
Which is our flock license plate reader systems, which gave us our first clue.
I knew it was the
our
car.
Skydio drone technology.
I knew it was the car.
Our digital forensics lab and all of the things that they do with cell phones and a number of other aspects of technology.
I knew it was the car. I knew it. Because first they're gonna get your tags. And then of course, once they get your tags, they're gonna run that. Then I guarantee once they caught up with my mans, found some stuff on social media, found his name, whatever. All right, where you live at. I guarantee after that, they did all their forensics. They looked at his phone location. And I get, with the towers and how they can ping where you at. I guarantee at the times that the cameras that had the recording of everything going on, I guarantee his cell phone location was within the radius of that. And that's how they started putting it all together. Guaranteed.
Technology.
The search warrant of his vehicles and apartment also helped authorities recover several firearms and other items that...
Look at them guns. Look at these. My man's had weapons, boy. My man's had a light. He had the scope. He had the rifle with the scope. What's this? I don't think that's an AR. Slide. I guarantee this 223-556. This honestly look kind of like an AK. With the bump stock, with the scope, with the what's this called again? The handle was the rail. Oh yeah, my man's had some firepower for sure. He was a dangerous person. We got to get him out of here.
linked Kim to the violent act.
We also were able to recover ammunition and multiple calibers to include the caliber that was used in the crime.
Social media helping investigators piece together what could have been part of Kim's motive.
A preliminary assessment, and we have a lot of data to go through and a lot of investigative work that needs to be followed up on, but a preliminary assessment of the suspect's social media activity indicates some very loose but self-proclaimed ties to the Communist Party USA social media group, as well as social media groups called Revolutionary Communist International.
Commies. I told you they trying to bring that crap over. You're not going to get no bail. They're going to throw domestic terrorism charges, arson, Molotov cocktails, destruction of property, having an unregistered firearm. You're going to get the whole book, bro. Ain't no lawyer going to take your case. You're going to get them slip-on lawyers, the lawyers with the slip-on shoes.
It's OV for homeboy. That's all I can say. It's OV. My man said, hell no, bro. I couldn't do 20 years at age 36 years old. It's too much of my life. Okay. Dog about to do a dub for free. My man's was on TikTok too much. He seen all the people. Yeah, we got to get rid of Elon, and he's a billionaire. What my man's Bernie say? The oligarchy. We got to get rid of the oligarchy. Shut the fuck up. That's what I be wanting some people to say to some of these politicians sometimes. Like, just like, could you imagine watching a press conference or something like with Bernie Sanders or something like that, and he talking that shit, all these billionaires and they're going to mess up Social Security and the oligarchy. Could you imagine somebody just saying, oh, shut the fuck up? Oh my God. If I ever seen that dog, I probably would cry laughing so hard. I'm not even gonna hold you up. I think I will boo-hoo cry from laughing so hard. And I've only did that like maybe like 2 to 3 times in my life. But man, that shit will be funny.
Man, what y'all standing with us over here in the United States of America?
Check this out. Let's fast
People
forward
that was protesting at the U.S.-Canadian border based off of the Trump tariffs. These Americans. This is what they came into Detroit to do.
Oh, nope. We done with Elon. I mean, we done with my man's time, dog. My bad. You know, we just got stuff flowing. You know what I'm saying? Got stuff flowing. I want to show y'all this other video because I had to pull it up real quick. Hold on, where it's at?